guys, it's my first vlog outside my house. I'm gonna walk to the Farmington Canal Trail and watch some birds. Hope you guys don't mind, but it's my first time, but I'm really excited. I thought, it'd be kind of fun to watch the birds and learn about them. I have a pond nearby and a nice trail. So, hope you guys enjoy. Hope it's fun. It's usually like 30 minutes. I kind of walk and check out all the birds and stuff. And I've seen a ton of birds actually on the trail. And this weekend I actually saw an osprey in Clinton, Connecticut. I thought that was very cool. So now I'm gonna, but usually during the week I like to walk on the trail and find a few birds. In a minute I'll show you kind of where I'm going, how I got there, or how I get there. It's very fun. I really enjoy it. I walk all the time. I hike, actually. Anyone who lives in Connecticut, there's Sleeping Giant, but I like to hike many trails. Here we go. Walking in to the trail. So there's tons of species, birds. A lot of birds in Connecticut, they're small, but there's a few big ones I like to look out for. One time I saw an owl. I have Oser binoculars. With my first pair, honestly, so what are they, 12 by 25 magnification. I love to walk. I love nature. It's beautiful. There's tons of birds on these rivers, Sometimes there's ducks. I always look. There's a family of ducks that swim, and I'm like, what? You kind of just watch and study them, see what they do, and they call to each other, and it's really nice to learn about them. You can always identify them and find out why they do what they do. Now I'm on the Farmington Canal Trail. Here's the path I came from. I really just started birding this summer, but it's fantastic. Just seeing a lot in your neighborhood and learning about them. It's really fun to do. Sometimes you get lucky, you find a few nests. So there's a ton of nests in the wild, so they always protect them. There's some predators and lots of cool things you could encounter, but most of the time you're kind of just enjoying the view and then finding little birds. A lot of people that like to bike on this trail. I'm also a biker. I love to bike. It's not really about birding all the time, but biking is very fun to do. I gotta get a new bike. I got this worn down bike. It sucks. It really does. It's like, fuck. I can't even go a few feet with it. It just has these flat tires. It is so shitty. You can hear, but there's a lot of birds in this river. Sometimes I stop at these benches, see a lot of birds. You gotta be brutally patient. Oh, it's there's that one bird just flew by. It is just, you gotta extremely be careful, cautious. Watch out, see where the birds are. Patient and at peace. It's the most important thing. Look at that. All right, continuing the walk. You saw a few birds. There's another one here. Small one. It was above the tree. Just one little bird. So I love listening to them. I think it's interesting, the way they chirp and the frequencies, of the chirp, and it's like in the pattern of the chirp, really what they call it. Just they're so unique. Birds are unique. They all they chirp. They have different chirps and different ways they communicate, and different calls for different purpose, like for a different purpose. Look at this chipmunk. Oh, he left. So I really like birds. I really like how they communicate. It's like something I want to study, actually, in the future. So when you get on the trail, you can take a left or a right, go straight down to the left, go straight down left on the left trail, like on your left, and you're going towards like Hamden, or you're going towards Hamden, and there's a lot more birds down that way than the other way. But when you're birding, you gotta be patient. You gotta watch out, see how long you can wait to find the birds you like. I like to walk for about like 30 minutes, possibly, just to check out any birds in the area. Let me know if you ever went birding, or if you've seen any nice birds in Connecticut, because I'm always looking for a new bird to find, and I haven't been able to. I usually find the same birds, but I really enjoy this trail and where it leads you to. Find out a lot of good spots. There's some rivers, there's some ponds. Just stop and gaze at the birds there. It's always so hard to find some birds, because you think they're everywhere, but they fly right by you. Sometimes you don't even see them, and it's like shit, a bird right in front of you, and it flies off, and you're like, fuck. I take out my binoculars, and I'm not able to see it in time. Is there any other way to fucking to find the birds? They're just so fast. It's all up, like, most of the time they spend, in the trees, and it's just like shit. That's why I like nature documentaries. I can't believe how many birds fly by I don't get to see. They're so fast. Here I'm up on up crossing the road. This is also a good spot. You take a seat, and then I find lots of birds around here. Actually, there's one right there. All right, so there's a lot of birds around here. Most of them, they fly on cell phone towers. They hang out there. Sometimes they make nests up there. It's like you think they're always in the like making nests in the forest, but they're not. They're a few of them flying over there. Sometimes you find birds with that are black. They have a black or orange color, or they have blue on their head, and they have many different colors. Most of the time, though, they generally are brown. And I like, brown birds are nice too. The popular brown bird is called, like, I see a lot, is the house finch. It's got a speckled pattern on its breast, and it's really cool. Some of the most basic birds are really, have great qualities. I was reading about the red robin, and that bird is very protective. It waits by its nests. It has alarm calls that spot predators. It's very good. There's a lot of them in Connecticut. There's one where it's probably the same one. Some of them fly over cell towers. A few of them land on them. Not today. Oh, look at that! There's a hawk in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a large hawk in the distance. Probably very far away. So. Bird watching is a very patient process. Hopefully, you get outside and see a few birds and enjoy it.